Okay. Okay. Yep, yeah. Alright, just waiting for you. Ah, 15 to 17. Fifteen to 17 is soft. 28 to 30 is medium. Son of a bitch. Mediums for 28. Okay. And my new headset adapter is like tiny, so it's moving around on the computer box a lot easier. It's annoying me. That one, the location it's in is a little bit better now. That was a sudden suspension failure. Lap 3. Lap 2 even. Mons is probably one of our last real chances to score points. Yeah, we need to get the chassis like things upgraded. So how are you feeling today? We on the 2 race or the 3? Mons is pretty short. The only issue is the wrestling pay-per-view is tomorrow, so I won't be around until later. I think the rest of the week is fine. Just that's Sunday. The weekend after is WrestleMania, but I don't know that we're actually going to be watching it because we don't have the ESPN subscription. Oh, excuse me. I'm just slowly building like Simtek's chassis up. So just I do want to try to get everything above 90%. I don't know how feasible that's going to be. But to the point where we can get everything kind of over 90 during a season. That's going to take some work. They always rejoin, like, in the most dangerous way possible. I also have WWE 2K26 that I'm thinking about plugging in tonight. But you get started. I got started for whatever reason on tier 21 of the ringside pass. And there's 40 tiers. Number of wrestlers to unlock. With the grinding. On the PC, we basically have one Steam account. So, it's named Saudi Rules because we both have access to the account. This isn't a practical way to, like, have separate accounts on Steam. This is just going to start buying copies of the same game on different account platforms, which seems silly. Not a big multiplayer guy though, so like it works perfectly for single player games. Generally speaking. Oh. Yeah, this headband is supposed to be less prone to bending up into the headset. Well, that's interesting. What they should let you do is have different users for the same Steam account. That would be nifty. But before we knew it was going to be like this huge platform, we kind of I had stuff under my name more because we didn't think Steam was going to be this platform that had all these games. When it started, anyway. I'll be back. Oh. Yeah, who knew this Steam thing would ever become like the biggest PC platform? Right? Ooh. The only thing I really got gypped on, but with this thing, is the lack of a 3.5mm port, which ChatGPT was kind of stupid about, because I originally was asking about the Nova 7, which has one, and then when I switched to talking about the Nova 5, it never corrected the information that the 5 doesn't actually have one. It's otherwise the perfect headset, but I just have to keep the old one for my console gaming because my capture card has a lot of sound latency when running it into the PC. So I have to plug my headset directly into the capture card to listen to the music basically without the lag. To like play the sound in sync with the video that it pops up. Oh, a little under. But yeah, me and my wife don't really play against each other in like the wrestling part of the game. We do GM mode in a competition. You can kind of comment on each other's like drafting choices and booking decisions and stuff like that. I generally just come up with shows in minutes. Unless like there's injuries or like lots of stamina to manage. Contract troubles, stuff like that. The thing I don't really like about it is like the matches feel like they're like too fast now. Like that you can win them like really quickly if you want to. Cool thing about not having the console version, even though it doesn't make a damn bit of difference for me, is I can actually get the theme music in because it's done via capture card. A lot of people that upload to YouTube, you can tell they're streaming it straight off their console because like all the music is just cut out. I didn't realize developers were doing that until like a couple of years in, or that they were or could do that. Although with a lot of the sports titles, with wrestling, I just leave it in there and just accept that I'm never going to monetize it. But with sports titles, it's just not worth keeping. Like I just turn the music off for the most part if I'm streaming. Yeah, I was watching another streamer last night playing like one of the newer Star Oceans on the PlayStation 5. And we were arguing about whether Till the End of Time was available on the PS5, which it is and it isn't. You can't find the game and download it on the PS5 store, but you can find it on the PC, purchase it on the PC, then you find it in your PS5 library and download it. Like, what? Why is it done that way? I guess because they technically delisted the game from the PlayStation 5, but probably it's still purchasable and downloadable on the PS4. So that's why you can like find it on the PSN site. Just weird. I found and purchased the game. I think it was like $20. They raised the price to $20.99, which is like the weirdest fucking thing ever. Like, oh, let's shake down the consumer for another $1. But yeah, I bought it on the PlayStation 4, so I just retain it in my library as a PS4 title. The brakes. It's the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen, though. One of the weirder things I've ever seen. I guess you're technically not supposed to be able to buy it as a PlayStation 5 user. I haven't tried to find it with the PlayStation 4, but I assume there still is a store page on the PS4. And they just delisted being able to buy it from the PlayStation 5. Let's go 13. It's so stupid. Yeah, we just got to talking about the game, and she was like, yeah, it's not there. And I'm like, well, it's there, but then I looked on my PlayStation 5 and didn't find it. I'm like, well, I can't find the store page, but I still have my copy of the game. But it's like in that weird kind of purgatory where you can buy it if you can access the store outside of the PS5. Weirdest thing, I think. One of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Okay. Interesting. 10th place. Eddie is not going to stop nearly long enough. You will do Monza? Well, it's up to you. I'm basically just existing till Kimi gets good. You know? Yeah, I forget. Do you have a PlayStation 5? You have an Xbox, right? I have PlayStation 5, well, PlayStation 4 in the bedroom. I have a PlayStation 3 and a PlayStation 2, which that's why I never beat Star Ocean until the end of time. I had a playthrough on my PlayStation 3, which was, that one was backwards compatible with the PlayStation 2. That PlayStation died. We eventually bought a new PlayStation that was not backwards compatible, and then I couldn't play the game anymore. Until we got a PlayStation 2, but then my PlayStation 3 saves are no good for it. It's just... oh, it was frustrating. Just a sec, I'm gonna... as I'm looking at these things, they're quite dusty. So I'm just going to give them a little and suffocate ourselves with the dust. Here's the green one to play with. The black one's like been properly like overused on dust. Yeah, and then we have a Nintendo Switch downstairs. I'm still on the fence about bringing it up here and eventually just streaming games off of it. I can also learn how to emulate the games and just play them legally that way too. Older classic stuff, I don't really care about piracy, because only the most like petty of video game companies should, with like the stuff and how old it is that I'm playing. Like when you're on 8-bit and 16-bit systems, they don't even sell most of these games anymore. I think anything like a generation or more old should be like fair game. But maybe you make it like 20 years, being a little bit more restrictive. Holding copyrights for like 70 years is ridiculous. Well, where's Panis? He's up there. He's up that road a bit. Oh boy. Really depends on what part of his car is damaged, doesn't it? Just the front wing. Just barely. Again. I'm not even going to try to defend it, though. Dude just lost 40 seconds like it was nothing. I might hold the position anyway. Because overtaking is quite difficult here. Don't let him slip in. No points. "40 minutes that took." Gamey hasn't crashed yet. He's just slow. Yay! I got soft tire perk. The guy is sad. We got ourselves a 14. Manza. Brakesies. We got the brakey doos. We also got mid-season testing. We'll just take Eric Comas. Uh-oh. Smash! Oh, up his morale a tiny bit. If we do that, one of those. Yeah, we can only get to 98. We at 799? Yeah. Yeah, what if I just change the reliability floor? Then we just build this wing up, and next season we can build off of like a much higher reliability. Sorry, I'm just spending a shit ton of time on that. But from 91, it should drop somewhere in the 70s, and then we can just pump it up. Oh yeah, Ferrari got into the engine. Other than them, though, like there isn't. Yeah.